Hey guys, David, BAC V Railroad. Hey, welcome back. One of my subscribers, a real nice, nice person, HMFIC. That's his channel, 429. Anyways, he said he was at the Mesa Model Railroad Club, which is in San Diego. I don't know if you guys have been there. Probably some of you guys have been there. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So realistic layout. It's just incredible. I'm so jelly of it, I can't even believe. But I figured, I go, oh, what the heck, I'll do something. I'm not sure what this whole video is about, but I figured I'd just kind of talk about different things and go to the layout room and go do something. But anyway, so the last time I was there, well, I don't know, it was probably 15 years ago or something like that. But back in the late 80s, before they converted it to DCC, it was DC layout. So I was honored because I was running a train. They let me run a train. But as you kind of see in this picture here, these are some nice, really nice tank cars. Looks like an oil train with helpers on the rear. So another guy was running, one of the club members, he let me run, and he was trying to run like a really long train. So I'm running behind him, my train's behind him, and he's going up, kind of one of these curvatures. But back in the DC days, you had these little push buttons, to acquire your block, and they were just in the fascia, 6-8 buttons, something like that. I can't remember what, but so I screwed up with my train. I ran my block, and I ran right into his block, and that caused his helpers to lock up. And it flipped over, I'd say about 3/4 of his train. But, and I felt so bad I did that. And then, it was kind of an area that was kind of tough to get. So I don't think I ran there again. I'm like, I really kind of messed up there, and I didn't know where the blocks were ending. But, with DCC, and, I'm probably not going to do that. But yeah, funny story, and thankfully, back in the late 80s, the cars weren't so expensive and weren't so highly detailed, so it wasn't super big deal. But yeah, unfortunately, I took out most of his train, and it all stringlined and flipped over. So, but he was actually pretty cool about it. The member, he was okay about it. So, anyways, thought I'd share that. Let me see. Oh, I know. I was gonna say, hey, if you guys have never been there, San Diego is a beautiful place to take a vacation. Their layout is in Balboa Park. There's a lot of nice museums to visit there. Their particular layout, there's a number of layouts or HO layouts. I think they've got an N-scale layout there too. Hecka cool to see. It's in one of the basements of one of the museums, and it's been there for, obviously since I used to go in the 80s. But really beautiful place. Balboa Park is absolutely gorgeous, but just a wonderful place to take a vacation and go see the cool train layout. So, if you happen to fly into LA, they got so many commuter trains that go down the coast too. And I actually just walked, me and my friend, we lived in Santa Barbara, and I went down with a friend and got off the train. We just walked up to Balboa Park. It's a bit of a walk. We walked through downtown. You could take a bus, but we just ended up walking. And but yeah, you can go into LA, take the train, take the Amtrak, not sure what is it, something Surfliner, the trains that run down there. Hey guys, this is my North Modesto. I put in a balloon track a few years ago, and I was able to squeeze it in there. I just used, in order to get it in there, I just used some old, 22-inch sectional track that goes around there, and I had to kind of pinch it in a little bit. But the reason I'm bringing this up, there's a green elevator. There's the actual picture. Reason I'm bringing this up is, hey, I appreciate there's, you guys keep me honest, there's some railroaders out there, Approach Diverging and Blue Crab. And hey, Blue Crab, you know what? I stand corrected. I appreciate you correcting me on balloon tracks wise and engine servicing facilities. I said max of 10, but you're right. I looked in my old SSI and it was 5, so I was incorrect about that. And Approach Diverging, appreciate you, buddy, because apparently since I left, there was a rule change on its max of 15 miles per hour on for restricted speed. So I didn't realize that changed with the UP. So thought I'd just do you guys an update. Interesting thing here is, so I'm actually, I put that balloon track in a couple years ago, and this whole track arrangement in this area, my Modesto, it's my Tidewater Southern, by the way, so, and it just goes as far as this area and then circles back around. This track here, I'll kind of go out a little wide here. This track where the boxcar is on, I'm actually going to take him out because I just think there's too many tracks in this area. But it can hold. I can run a 36 car grain train in here, which is kind of cool. Here, let me back up here. Yeah, so I can pull in, I can run them off to the right there and circle back around up to this switch right here in the foreground and leave 36 car grain train. And I usually have a little switch engine here. I kind of took them off, but I leave a switch engine in there too. And I just throw him up there. So yeah, if I run a long train in here, that switch engine, normally he'd be sitting right here. He just kind of locks himself in here. But if I ran a train in there, left all the cars, then he'd be boxed in. So put them here on the old main line. The main line doesn't go through. I cut it off. I used to go through Modesto on 9th Street, which was some street trackage, but I ended up killing that off for my Stockton Terminal Eastern Railroad. Well, I figured I'd share. You guys were really nice to share what you're getting for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. But I ordered this a week and a half ago. 3 different things. So, just another Walther's crossing signal. Ordered that. And cool thing is it actually came in on Black Friday. Okay, guys, this is the second thing I got. Well, let's just put it this way. I finally got this darn thing hooked up, these traffic lights. And reason being is I had these two. Maybe you guys saw some of my videos where I had the double-sided ones. And I was not able to get the single-sided ones. And you guys have probably experienced this where these guys were on back order for a year. And they finally, I order a lot of stuff through MTS. All that to say, they got them in. So I snagged them real quick, and the reason I could not go double-sided here is because I put this double-sided here, and the darn trains were hitting the thing. They were hitting it because it's much wider, so they were hitting the back of it. So that's why I had to go single-sided, and with the intent of maybe putting another traffic signal, use those dummy ones, and they'll be facing towards the backdrop, one there and one there. But yeah, I got them in, so it's kind of cool just to see something a little animated there. And I've got it, well, my intent is hopefully to hook it into a switch here, and I'll kind of show you what happens when I throw the switch here, if it works for me. But that switch back there, when I throw that switch, the grade crossing lights go on. And it'd be kind of cool if I set this up, and it wouldn't be all that hard. Set it up so all the all the traffic lights start flashing red. And I'll talk briefly, I won't make it long, but you guys are probably familiar with, say if a train, I don't have this hooked up yet, but say if a train's coming along here, and I'll try to explain this without getting into too much detail. It's called where it's tied into the traffic signal, and these lights flashing, but it's called a preemptive traffic intersection grade crossing. You got all that? And that means that, say if a train, and with the UP rule is these gates are supposed to come down 25 seconds. I think through the NTSB or something, they say it's got to be a minimum of 20 seconds, but the UP established 25 seconds. So if a train's coming along going 50 mile an hour, these guys have got to be down for 25 seconds. And what will happen is everything's tied in with the whatever municipality, city it is. But say, where's my little box here? This box would be tied in with the traffic control signals, the traffic signals, so that initially the whole thing is to clear the traffic. So these signals would go green to let the traffic go through, and after a predetermined amount of time, they would go to flashing red. So, but the idea is to get the darn cars off the grade crossing. And that's real common out here, and especially on the light rail. We got Sacramento light rail, and that's how that all functions. Those lights will go green, get the traffic as soon as these things light up. Signals go green, get the traffic. You guys understand all that, so. But it'd be kind of cool to set it up like that. I'm not sure if I'm going to get that detailed, but I think it'd be neat just to set it up where if the train's coming across here or coming through any of these tracks here, just go straight to flashing red. Would be pretty easy to set up. But anyways, all that to say, I got that thing working, and it's nice to see it up and running, and cool stuff. Okay, I'll show you my third last thing I got. Kind of doing this video here in the morning because, it's supposed to be 68 degrees this afternoon, so I figure I don't really have an excuse not to go out and do some yard work, so I'm going to do that this afternoon. So this is just kind of a whatever video. This is kind of a cool shot here, and I'm trying to mimic it a little bit. The reason I'm kind of showing you this is that I'm making sure I show the names in here because they obviously get credit because it's their picture. But anyways, I'm assuming, you guys can let me know, I'm assuming this is a cryogenic car, and I always found it kind of fascinating in this consist. So I bought a Broadway Limited, and I'll show you the car here. That was my third item. There's the box, and yeah, I thought the packaging on the box was excellent, nice sturdy box and everything. But yeah, this is my first Broadway Limited product whatsoever, so I'll show you the car. So there's the car. Heck, a nice car. I'm assuming that extra shrouding is probably insulation. For the temperatures they got to keep that at, which I don't know how cold it is, but who knows how many degrees that is below zero or something. I'm not sure. But anyways, bought that car, and I'll show you the consist. My opinion about the car, I think it's super nice looking. It's really a different, unique looking car. If I were to critique it, I kind of wish maybe the handrails and the ladder were a little finer. They're kind of heavy, but I'll tell you that. Hey, cool car. So I kind of get a kick every once in a while. I'll put a train together just to kind of mimic the real one. But this is up here at Altamont, and kind of a similar shot here going across the bridge. An MKT car there, second car out. I didn't have an MKT box car, so I had to use that one, a cylindrical covered hopper. So short little train. Trying to figure out what else to show you here. So I was looking at Google Earth, trying to figure out what to do with this area just north of the Santa Fe Stockton Tower. I keep saying Santa Fe, but I got to start saying BNSF. But anyways, so I'm going to put in just a little industry spur track, something that I kind of took note of on Google Earth. And let's see if hopefully I saved it. And you guys can kind of help me, but it'll be cut in here. I'm using number 6. That's a number 4 switch, but I'm going to cut in number 6 switch. I just don't have any. Wi-Fi sitting next to the heater. So here's a little shot on Google Earth, not the best, but hey, if anybody knows, I think maybe Walthers, and I'll show you a couple more pictures, but you can tell this was, there's an industry spur here that served this, whatever this business was. I got to figure that out too. But there's a bunch of tanks right here, and they've got, they're protected by probably galvanized roofing or something like that. But is it Walthers, or where the heck can I get those tanks? And let me see if I can find another pic for you guys. We're going to this mode where, another angle, and obviously you can tell where the industry spur was right up against those tanks. So I'll show you a better picture here. It's a little better street view. Got a fence there, but kind of zoom in. Like I said, if you know where I can get those tanks, or who makes those tanks, or I guess I can make them myself out of something, but let me know. Okay, guys, I'll leave you with this mess. I was going to run this grain train for a 35-car grain train, but I just ran into a bit of a snag, and I was just running it just now. He's going to go to North Modesto. Well, he was going to go to North Modesto, but guess what? Thankfully, the track department, they still had their heavy equipment out here, so they're going to hold up this car. But this is what happens when you have a coupler pin that is too low for the crossing, and it took it out. So, oh well, what do we got? 3, I guess this guy's on the ground too. So anyways, that's my little grain train mess. So I appreciate you guys, and hey, shout out to Sil. He's my Canadian buddy and subscriber. I know you lost a loved one here recently, so it's always tougher on the holidays. He's got a super nice layout. He loves his bridges, and I don't blame him. He's got a really nice bridge that he built, custom built. Anyways, his channel is MLWQC. QC. QC, as in Charles. Anyways, I'll try to put that in my description. Hopefully I remember. So, anyways, I guess I got to clean this up. It's not too bad. Fix that coupler. So, you guys take care. Appreciate you guys. Shoot me some comments as far as what you think, and especially on those tanks to give me some ideas. So let me know what you guys are getting, what you guys are gonna maybe get for the holidays too. You guys take care. David, BAC 5. Signing out.